So, last time on Dragon Ball Z. What did y'all do?
DK,
We
if
did
you keep
nothing.
doing that, they may actually think that this is Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, it's funny. It's part of a joke I did for an episode that I was making for like the Crusader Craft series, but I lost all that footage. Like weeks of editing and modifying work, I just lost all of it.
Wow.
And it got me a little upset. I didn't edit any more Crusader Craft footage after that. So that's why I didn't make any more. I was like, I'm just gonna restart this series. I'm just frustrated.
Never gonna edit you again.
Yeah.
So,
well.
Chris, you know what's funny about that is, interestingly enough, do you know one of the prime ways YouTube does a lot of demonetization? Apparently, and I don't know if this is true, but theoretically, it's due to automated captions.
I'll be honest with you. I discovered that sometimes it has nothing to do with captions, because sometimes it can be literally if they interpret it as political. If you say anything bad about another country, even if it's the truth, you're not allowed to say it and make money. But we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that because that's not...
Not what the viewers wanted to see.
Probably not. They've probably been bored with those concepts already.
Yeah, they may have already clicked off the video and are just not gonna watch the video.
Assuming that like y'all
people are still in the video.
Assuming you just didn't edit it out, because I don't think anything's changed since the last frame to this frame. So last time you were meeting with Pax the Mad, and you learned about paint, I think.
We have learned much in the ways of Orcish painting. Chris, I have a greater understanding of Orcish painting.
Yes, you do.
And you also have a greater...
By the way, Dan, you get to see the map too. Finally.
There is some distinct paint, lots of artboards, and some big metal spikes, it looks like.
Oh yeah, you weren't here that time. Nice.
By the way, don't worry, those Misty Mountain Guards are very much on your side. Or as close to your side as possible. Because they're working for the marked one.
Hey, they're orcs. You can only get so close to orcs.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes about as far as sticking your hand on their face.
I'm gonna get so close to them that we literally
you can't really go any closer other than sticking your hand on their face.
So where are y'all going from here?
We're gonna go to Orpheus camp.
Okay.
Fewer.
So I want to know who is the guide for the team.
Who's the guide?
Yeah, who's leading the way?
No one.
I will do it.
Okay, Nick.
Mighty Wanderer.
I need you to roll me a 1d100.
Okay.
Oh no.
I will note there are actually rules in the game to determine these things.
I know, but this isn't what you're thinking it is. This is something completely unrelated.
Okay,
excellent. Thank you so much. That's the number I was hoping you would roll.
Exactly.
So, as y'all are walking down through the jungle... Not
George
the jungle.
Of the jungle?
George of the jungle. This is me and you. George of the jungle. I'm sorry. Dan, you got me. You got me good. I just want you to know how bad you got me there. Arceus goes over to the doctor and kind of nudges him a little bit.
Nudge, nudge.
he said that he heard from some other people that you haven't quite got the best use out of that new bow he got you.
Yeah, it's been fairly hit and miss.
He has an idea.
What is
he
this
kind
idea?
of takes you and kind of distance y'all from the party a little bit, and then he says, "Let me show you this." And he points off to a lever on the bow, and he says, "If you flip this, the effect will be much more potent,
What does that mean?
more powerful."
That the effect will be much more
The
potent.
oil slip that appears by my side will be much larger.
Yeah.
He says that when you fire it, it won't be by your side so often. All like the range of all the effects are going to be more powerful with this, but it'll also simplify the rolling for the weapon. So let me know whenever you want to use it, and it will change how the weapon works.
Okay.
Are those good? They sound good. Awesome. Do you understand, Doctor?
It sounds like a good deal.
Then the noob switch, I just need to flip it and the bow works like
Well,
better.
the rolling will be much more simplistic. There will only be 2 rolls and no other. Like you only need to roll 2 things when that happens, if you use the noob switch. And it's just
Okay.
2 10-sided die.
Alright.
Two tens that die. If you get 2 10s, you will automatically kill the person you're trying to do things with.
Well, all the effects are magnified. And instead, the oil slip, like, for example, you know the oil slip? Instead of it being in front of you or behind you, the second die will determine if it hits an enemy or not an enemy.
Now, when you say not an enemy, do you mean a friend?
Smile. Anyway, let's
Okay,
move on.
I like this answer.
No.
Nick
Not
approves
like
with
the
this
same.
answer.
So, who in the party has a really good perception?
Billy.
That would probably be me.
Billy.
Okay,
Billy
how about
plus 8.
Billy and Nick? I want you both to roll your perceptions.
Let's see.
Oh, we have 7. Wait, why do you have advantage?
Are we in the wilderness, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
I
Sort
should
of.
not have rolled advantage.
Okay.
It's
Can you
fine.
hide?
It's fine.
Let's see. Where is perception? Here it is. You'll have to add another 3 to this then. Because bonus of being in the wilderness.
Okay, Nick and Dan, both of you see a shiny rock in front of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish to approach it?
Yes!
Yeah. Well, no, you don't know it's there, Rampage. Only me and Dan. Well, Dan, I say we approach it.
Indeed.
So I'm gonna approach the rock.
Okay. Attached to the rock is a letter.
Mm-hmm.
And there seems to be 1 silver coin on top of the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Silver, silver.
I'm going to
Things
pick up
and
the
a silver
silver coin
coin
and the letter.
Okay. You've added the silver coin. Do you want to try reading the letter?
Yes, I would like to attempt to read the letter.
Okay, I need you to
This is
perform either a logic check or something that would be kind of like a it is not in a normal language that is easy to interpret. It may be coded. It may not be
Okay.
coded. It may just be in a language you don't fully understand, or it could be purposely designed as a riddle.
So, are you suggesting it's attempting to be deceptive in a way?
I'm suggesting that someone has secreted the information in the letter in some way.
Could I use my knowledge of deception to to determine what it says?
No, because the letter cannot be attempting to lie to you.
Okay.
Because the letter is, in fact, in a inorganic object. Such as a wall cannot directly lie to you.
Right.
It can't
just a question of,
directly
do you
lie.
understand it?
Let's see. What do I have that I can use against this? Not deception. I'm guessing history doesn't work for this.
History can work. But the thing is,
Okay.
based
You need
on
a
what
natural
you
20.
roll will determine what kind of information you get from this letter.
You need a natural 20 to fully understand it.
So
I'm going to go ahead and try history because that's my best stat. That I think makes sense with this, other than straight perception. Nah, I rolled pretty bad on this.
You start to read this letter, and you're saying things in it that maybe you should understand, but for some reason, you have a theory. You have a theory that someone has placed a coded message in this letter, right? There's a coded message in this letter, but to determine the code, you have to know the events and in what order they take place. And you
Get
try,
the doctor.
but you end up trying. You don't apparently know which ones are not in order and which ones are in order. Apparently, your studier on history was not. You may have done some dozing in that class.
Now, is there any suggestion of who the letter is from, or who it was made out to?
It looks like that there's a secreted message in it, but you can't really determine. Some of it seems as if it was written by multiple people.
I'm going to hand the letter to Dan and look at the silver coin to see if it's just a normal silver coin or if it's something else.
Would you like to roll
Everything
something to
coin.
perceive the silver coin?
Sure, I will attempt to perceive the silver coin.
I will find all your secrets.
You're not really sure if there's a silver coin or not. And
What?
as you look down at your hand a little closer, the silver coin has apparently vanished from your hand.
Yeah.
Rampage, you see a kind of a shining underneath Nick. Apparently he dropped the coin.
Well, I'm gonna look at this and see if I can't riddle it.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's be honest, these aren't things I'm good at to begin with, so. I didn't really
there's a
expect
riddle
a whole
hill.
lot for this.
You see the little dash lines of where you're supposed to put things to put this together. But what that riddle is, you're not really sure. Some of the events that it speaks of are historical. Some you're not really sure happened. And others, they
You
could have
didn't even
happened.
know.
Okay. Well, I'll hand it over to Rampage and say, "Here,
I
you're
think
smarter than
immediately.
me.
I think
Figure
from
this out."
I think from Dan, we probably should have handed it to the doctor, Arceus, or Bill.
No.
Nah.
And I'm going to
Mostly
tell
because-
Rampage I think it's a riddle.
Okay, so what do I roll for this?
Probably riddle.
Wow. This is how life works.
I see you're just.
You're
as
not
good as me,
really
Rampage.
sure what they're talking about. You're pretty sure this is just an accurate retelling of history from beginning to end, and you see nothing wrong with it. And you think those dashes that everyone says are like where you're supposed to put the answers to make the sentence? You're pretty sure that that's just some errors marks of the ink.
Yeah.
Hey, Doctor. What do you think? Rampage is telling me this isn't a riddle. I'm pretty sure it's a riddle.
This ain't a riddle.
This is most definitely a coded message.
Right, so...
I hand it to, guy doctor. Done.
We probably should have handed this to Burgle, the guy good with riddles.
I don't think it's real. Not real.
So, Chris, what, am I rolling,
You can roll history, you can roll riddle, you can roll any kind of lore or intelligence skill that you possess. Because the riddle is in histories, you could, if with a high enough history or lore check, you can determine if any of this is out of order.
so there's a lore check of 24 high enough?
You've discovered the pattern. What you were supposed to do is put these in order of their occurrence. And while some of your comrades apparently don't believe certain battles have happened, you know they have. In fact, these historical events have happened, and you know they did. Just your compatriots, for some reason, aren't aware of these events. You notice that the first letter of each of the first letter of each history, when in order, spells out a word. So, would you like to attempt to perform the riddle now that you know this information?
Is that bag of chips ever going to get emptied?
Nope.
How many more are there? Is there a million more? 2 million more?
It's like every
trillion
time,
more?
every time Chris speaks.
I know.
What's funny is sometimes I remember to mute myself, sometimes I don't.
All right, so now you want me to riddle it?
Really?
You can perform like right now, like even a 5 is a passing score for this.
You can just take the... You got a 4.
He got a natural 1.
Mr. B, would you like to hand this to the rest of your compatriots to try to fiddle out?
Now that we know which order they go in.
Why don't we just give it to Arceus and
Are you sure you don't want the Hobbit to try to figure it out?
Do the Hobbit. Do
no,
the
because
Hobbit.
he'll answer us in a riddle.
No, do the Hobbit. Do the Hobbit.
I warn you, Arceus is not good at riddles. I say that, and then he does that.
It's like, Arceus isn't good at riddles. Arceus gets 22.
Alright, so he starts reading out. He sees that there are several words. The first word is This.
This.
The next word is Is.
Is
The next word is the letter A.
a
The next word is TRAP.
this is a trap.
Next word is YOU.
I'm going to start running.
So the entire thing is, this is a trap. You are surrounded.
By a wall, yeah.
Really? I
hear this, I do
Chris, I love that someone
I did
spent the
that.
time to actually write this riddle out.
okay, I don't see anything.
So
Also, we know that silver coins are a little bit too attractive, apparently.
So Chris, should I add the silver coin as a piece
Hi.
of my inventory,
Hi.
or just as
Hi.
a piece of
Hi.
money?
Hi.
Add it to your inventory.
Hi. Hi.
The
Hi.
silver coin is special.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Also, I have changed the map.
Ooh. Well, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
So, let me get the turn order up. And let's start rolling for initiative.
Oh, right. I have to remember to select my character before rolling for initiative.
Alright, we're kind of back.
Hey, I got a 21.
Rolling initiative.
Yeah. We are surrounded. So, Chris, are these the kind of orcs that have the really high armor and weapons?
Yes.
So these are the kind of orcs we can't damage.
No, you just it just will be very difficult.
Spoiler, dude.
So you're saying we can't fight?
I didn't say you couldn't fight.
I was already running, so if you want to try to catch up.
Well, you could. Dan, look behind you.
Can I run
It's okay.
into
There's less
the
of me
forest
back
and
there.
Dan, the thing about hitting these guards is they have an 18 armor class. That's nearly impossible to hit.
That's okay. I don't need to hit them. I just need to get far enough away.
But you
Where they
can't.
can't hit
Surrounded.
Only for the moment.
What
Is that the despoiler, by the way?
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes, it is! Congratulations! You found the despoiler.
Oh yeah.
I think he found us. I am pretty sure that's what a trap means.
I don't know if the trap was for us though.
It worked.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said.
I'm sorry, I was trying to think of the best way to do a trap, and I thought, wow, y'all would have no complications if I displayed a trap in that particular way.
Nope, none at all.
Okay, what I say. Okay, Nick. That's why I said, is this where we're meant to kill the spoiler? What is that sword?
I don't think you want to know.
How about you find out, Rampage? You go up there, let him hit you with it, and then let us know what it does.
Doesn't he have the least health of all of us, other than maybe the doctor?
I'm sorry, Rampage. I had to replace your character for a second.
Probably.
Sorry.
Also, he's kind of ranged, so getting hit with a sword probably isn't his best.
Okay, well I'm gonna dual wield shields and have an 18 armor class, so
Oh.
screw you all. Just try to hit me. I know
Well,
you can
if you can
I
because-
roll an
protect
actual
Rampage,
damage.
Rampage can probably hit them.
Wait, let me
That's
see.
questionable
let me
even
see
for
my-
him.
You forgot he does double
Yep,
damage.
I have a +5.
But yeah, but if he misses a single shot,
This is
he
true.
doesn't hit it all.
This
And
is
with
true.
an 18 armor class, that's pretty hard. By the way,
Dan, in a previous episode, he went to the blacksmith to buy a new bow, and then they went on a quest to get special wood for that bow.
Okay.
And last episode, he went to the blacksmith and got the bow. Because he wanted a short bow, they had to find something at much stronger wood to be able to fire a special set of arrow. Which apparently, the way it works is he gets to attack twice, and if both attacks hit, he gets to do double damage. If he misses any of them, he misses both of them.
so the thing to remember here,
Double or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
the thing to remember with this battle, is we either A, have allies coming, or B, have a way to escape, or C, don't have to fight.
Yeah, because there's no
And
possible way.
I know this because we are not strong enough to beat these guys at our current setting.
Or maybe he wants to use one of our things, so we just destroy
Just
it.
remember, you don't have to outrun the bear.
No,
Just
you
have
just
to
have to be
outrun the
faster
other
than
guy.
this. Exactly. But the thing to remember is you can't run when you're surrounded.
Yeah, you can.
It's called
So if
get
I
the
run-
face
You'll just
shot,
be running into the
kill 'em,
spears.
and run through them.
And then there's only 3 I have to fight through. edge over, duck under, vault over, whatever we want to call it.
And
You forget they can move like 60 feet a turn.
So can I.
But,
Arceus and
and that's without.
I need to get him into the map. Sorry.
So Dan, as you may recall, these guys have +5 to hit and have 18 armor class. So keep that in mind if you fight them.
Yeah,
no.
it's impossible for us to win this.
so
Well,
concentrate our fire.
No. It's not impossible for us to win this. It's impossible for our party alone to win this fight, which is why we're not alone.
If we concentrate,
We have Misty Mountain Spears, and we have Björgvin and his 2 hobbit friends.
Still don't think we can.
The other thing is, if we kill the despoiler, do you think that the rest of them will run away?
Bah.
Well,
So, have y'all all, like, made your turn orders?
No, only me and Dan did.
I rolled, but it never got added.
so did I.
That's because you have to physically click on your character. And
It's
then
okay.
roll.
What did you roll, Rampage?
19.
19.
Done.
You click on your character.
It's okay, just... I can add you manually.
I want to try this because I've never been able to do it. Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it.
I have to move him for a second. I can't get to his add turn.
So who wants to try talking to the despoiler? I'm sure he's got lots of pleasant things to say to us.
And he gets to attack first.
Does he?
Does he? Oh yeah, he does get to attack first. You're right. But you don't know that he's attacking. You just know that he gets to take his turn first.
I think he's gonna attack.
He might not. He could do something else. Like yell at his minions to attack.
Or make that sword strike us with lightning. Or charge it so next time he can strike us with lightning.
Well, he may also choose just to pull some lightning out of his pocket and then strike us with it.
Yes.
Sort of a
He may
type
prefer
movement.
he may prefer throwing lightning rather than casting it from his sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Mr. B and Rampage, I need both of you to roll a d10. I need to see which of
D10?
you is the true 19.
I was dumb.
I rolled a 9.
Rampage is the true 19.
Alright. Cool. Alright. So I wanted to see which was going to go first, Rampage or Doggy.
The dog.
Does that look good, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get everyone dead. Good. Alright. So,
Everyone
are we
dead?
ready to start the battle?
I am ready.
No. We can just like sit here for the rest of the video.
I'm ready.
Completely forget about this game and
Can we get like Zeus to call some lightning down for us or something?
oh, can we get Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Just kills them all.
The despoiler takes his first turn. Y'all have fallen for my trap. Shiny coin, I tell you. All them adventures are alike, I tell ya. Treasure. Just a hint of it. And a mystery.
Actually, we spent most of our time reading the letter.
Mystery, mystery. But let me show you something.
You okay?
We're doing something. My father got concerned by my voice.
So wait a minute. If we hadn't picked up the coin, would this not have been a trap?
It would have had to happen at a different time.
I'm pretty sure it would have. What's most impressive to me is the fact that the despoiler actually knew his history well enough to write a riddle about it.
No, he didn't. Remember the part where he said it was written by multiple people?
Oh.
What's more impressive to me is that the spoiler found enough people who could write who knew about history.
You're assuming that he actually had anything to do with its creation. It could literally just been something that was like he purchased or bought or came into obtaining of. And with that,
So what was the last thing he said?
the distracting power of history.
Okay.
So with that, he takes several steps forward. Takes his giant sword and plummets it into the tree and uproots it. And that's his turn.
Can I say hi?
And you see a sick smile, and he seems to remember you. He seems to have very fond memories.
I should. I mean, we only tried to kill him.
When?
It wasn't us.
No, it actually wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it actually wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
We tried to clear out the tower, and then
I would have tried to kill him.
No.
Any old which way.
I mean, the greatest compliment
Sir
you can
Nick.
ignore is to try to kill him.
What is your...
Sir Lord Nick. If we make a hole out of the guys in the back, we'll have an escape route.
What?
You know, Mr. B, as you were saying this, I really heavily considered just saying I charged the despoiler.
You're welcome.
I really
Try
considered
that.
doing
You can
that.
Distract Sir Lord Nick will distract the despoiler while we shoot the guys in the back and make a hole for us.
No. We grab
funny enough,
we grab those
I'm
minions and
probably
we
the
put up
only
a
one
wall.
who has enough tank. Okay, I'm going to move over
No.
here and stand
So
in front of the doctor.
So this is what we do.
and
We
then I'm
grab
going to
all
end
the
my turn.
minions.
You're not even going to take a swing with your shields?
No, I'm going to end my turn.
Rampage, your turn.
End of turn.
Are you not going to shoot the bad guys behind you?
No.
There's got a tree in the way.
Well, I mean, he could shoot, like, this one, or 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 this one.
That's.
And he
I
has
want to
made it.
stay as far away from the spoiler as possible.
I know, but you still have
Shoot a
one
hole in
action.
the
You
back.
could attack someone behind
Make a
you.
hole for us to
Or you
run
could
in.
move further. Either way.
Make a hole
Oh,
for
hey
us to
Dan,
run.
Dan, I really have to thank you for your shield.
You're welcome. You are putting it to good
now
use.
now I can dual wield them, and I have 18 armor class.
Oh, wait, I'm actually gonna try to
Makes
shoot
perfect
this
sense.
fat,
Okay, go for it.
or he must die. Oh, I forgot. I have a +9.
Okay. You. I don't. Yeah,
You missed.
You missed.
You do no damage. Next, Mr. B-Dog.
I would have hit 1 if I just did.
Yeah, but you can't hit one. You have to hit both.
Yeah, that on.
That would have done so much damage.
gonna
Huddle for
stand by
warmth.
me and guard me. So, can he save his turn and attack anyone who attacks me?
Yes.
That's what he does.
Dan, your turn.
Well, I can't reach the people behind me at the moment. So,
Poor Dick.
Not until you move towards them.
well, but if I move toward them far enough, then I can't hit them.
You can smack him in the face.
So the little
Well-
dudes either side of us are our
But-
friendly guys, right?
Everyone without the red.
Well, see, Dan,
Thank you.
here's the thing. Is you can either move towards the guys in the back and try to get rid of them quickly, or you can stand right here next to the spoiler.
Right. That is the question.
So
So I
which would you
think I'm
Either
going to
be
go up here.
killed instantly. If you want to die, sure.
And attack that guy.
You hit with one.
Yay.
Even the guys with +9 can't hit, so I don't know what you think I was gonna do.
Oh, it's totally possible. You know, you actually could hit the... I tested it. You can hurt these people. It's just not, like, a high chance of it.
Totally possible, just very improbable.
Yeah.
Alright, so you did 12 points.
So how was he feeling after I stabbed him?
You took him down from 26 to... Let's see, you did 12 damage, right? So if I do my numbers correct, that should be 14.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
This is doable.
Doctor, your turn.
Well, now, I had flipped that newbie switch.
Okay.
I shoot in the general direction because that doesn't ever seem to matter.
It doesn't. You could shoot it behind you and it might go in front of you. Go
You know what,
ahead
you
and
could
roll
try shooting it
2
directly
dice.
into my back.
Oh, you just want me to roll 2d10s?
2d10, 2d10.
Do I have to roll them separately?
No. You can roll them together. I can count.
Oh, you just want...
Okay.
And then 2.
Okay. Select an orc.
The ones behind so we can make a hole and run through it.
I'm just trying to get there.
Do it!
I'm gonna do the escape route thing.
Who now? I'm sorry.
I'm doing the escape route thing, so I'm going for this guy right here. Oh, wait, I thought...
The guy behind you? This guy or this guy?
I'm gonna go for this guy-ish.
This guy, okay. So as your arrow flies through the sky, it seems to turn and be pulled by the wind. And then suddenly goes behind you
You know, Chris, I realized something.
and hits the tree next to him, causing the branch to fall over and pin him. He is now disabled.
Wow.
Chris,
OP.
Chris, I've realized a flaw.
Hmm.
You didn't include the despoiler in the manuscript of power.
This is
Adam.
Okay. Arceus' turn. Arceus turns, charges at the orc. And I guess I need to get his character sheet up. And he rolled a 1. Yay, Arceus.
Vlad
That
the
isn't
Misty
Arceus. That is a Misty.
He rolled the right thing. It's a poison knife. That's Arceus.
Yep.
Mr. B, I may very quickly need your assistance.
Why is that?
Yeah, it'll be questionable how much health I'll have left.
Okay.
Now,
The multi-attack doesn't hit him.
Does it have to defeat it, or is
It
just
has to
mashing
defeat it. We've gone over this many
Okay.
times.
Yeah, it has to
I
defeat
guess
it.
he didn't quite get it done.
Chris, I noticed you didn't. I noticed you didn't include Beagle's 2 apprentices on the map, even though we made sure to include them with us earlier.
There's a reason.
I do
Yeah, I
have
know.
another question.
I know. I'm just acknowledging that you've done this.
They're actually on the map. You just can't see them.
Are we in daylight?
You thought you were, but it's kind of dark
No.
for some reason.
No,
As
they
if you
picked up
had
the smoke thing.
secretly been trapped into an ambush. And multiple things had been prepared in advance.
Well,
So
we'll have to do this the hard way.
the Misty Mountain Guards are now going to lock up next to Nick.
They're kind of suicidal.
Well, essentially, they have been ordered to keep y'all safe, and they aren't normal Misty Mountain soldiers. They are also guards. So
Now,
they
what
also
happens
have
if we? What
18
happens
armor
if we
class.
somehow magically kill the despoiler?
That would be amazing. But you don't really want to try.
Why not?
You'll find out.
2
very
seconds
quickly.
later, I too hit him.
Okay, guys. New goal: we kill the despoiler.
Well, I mean, if you can knock him down or something, that'll make him a whole lot easier to hit.
Well, my job is just to tank the damage for you guys as long as possible.
Yeah, but I mean, knock away his sword or
Just
trip
get
him.
a couple
or-
of, roll a couple of 20s.
Trip him, I'll fire up, hit him perfectly in his face.
Rampage, we have orcs coming in from behind. Also, don't forget to move Billy.
Did Billy attack?
No.
With that, the
Not yet.
spoiler
Yet.
makes a gesture, and suddenly more orcs start coming.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So what was Billy's attack?
Billy should probably attack or something.
Yeah, he never moved.
And the Hobbit.
No, the Hobbit missed.
Oh. Right.
I need to close my door because my cat's just opened it again.
Meow.
Sorry, kitties. Whoa. Ugh! Almost went surfing USA.
Dan, remember we
Big
still
boys.
have our trump cards if all else fails.
With
So-
that, none of the orcs counterattack.
So hang on. Do you think I should
Wait,
actually roll to see where Billy
Are you
actually?
saying the orcs aren't attacking us?
No, apparently they want to swamp you in bodies.
They're trying to take us alive. They'll never get me alive.
No. If they try to take you alive, you respond by cutting them in the face.
Did Billy make any move?
No, but do you think I should?
Do I
make
need
it
to
where
add
we
Billy
know
to the
when
turn
he
order
moves?
thing? Alright, Billy's been added. Oh, he got an 8. Good job, Billy.
Billy Bob. Billy Bob.
So, go ahead and make Billy's move.
Hang on, I need to see his character sheet. Wait up.
Dan, remember, if all else fails, you guys run, and I'll hold them off and get taken captive.
Billy comes over here.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works.
Well,
You
Look.
see, I kind of feel like you're sort of nobility or something, so I'm going to have to, make sure that you get through this.
I'm about as close to being nobility as you are to being the king of dwarves.
I seem to recall otherwise.
Okay, so
Okay.
You know nothing of my past, only of
So,
my...
Billy fired his bow, and it just kind of bounced casually. So, now it is the Despoiler's turn. He steps forward. He grabs Nick. He throws Nick 7 spaces.
Oof.
Then the Despoiler smiles at the doctor. And he starts making kind of motions with his hands, kind of relevant to ripping motions with his hands. And that's it for his turn. Hey, Lord Nick, it's your turn.
I move back in front of the doctor. and I plant my feet in the ground. And I prepare myself in a defensive stance.
Rampage, your turn.
I think Nick will die.
Well, remember, my goal is to make sure that he doesn't get past me.
Which one are you
So
shooting
if the
at?
rest of us move down further south,
Hey,
what I was getting
Rampage, can you and Billy roll me a perception check?
Sure. I don't want this. I don't want you to have to ask us to roll a perception check. I don't like that.
Rampage, you see that some of the trees
that was
are
Billy.
moving.
That was Billy.
Okay, that's okay. Billy sees that some of the branches are kind of moving in a really odd way.
And Rampage does not see that.
I don't see anything. And there's no reason for me to roll my other red steel because I already missed.
Oh no, you missed by 1. You almost hit him. So go ahead and roll your red steel.
What?
You have to roll both when you fire your bow now.
Yeah, but
Oh, never
Kinda
mind. I see you
point
missed
now
with the
and
first one. Never mind.
Yeah.
So it's Doggy turn.
So, he's going to do the same thing.
Okay. Dan, it's your turn.
Alright, well, I am going to stab you once.
Okay.
Not a hit.
Not a hit. And then I will stab you once more. Really not a hit.
That's a critical failure. That's not a hit.
See, you're very glad that you're not playing Dark Heresy, because then you would have stabbed yourself with your sword.
And then I will shift back one.
Okay. Doctor, your turn.
Hey, shoot another bow. Seems
All
like
right.
the last time.
Go ahead. Select an orc.
I'm not so happy about the rupee things that this big old fatty over here said to me. So,
Okay.
No, B! If we can run, we can run.
You want to target him with this?
yeah, why not?
For the
And he murdered him.
your arrow gets close to him, he catches it, and it shoots some sort of liquid on him, and now he's coughing a little bit, but then he seems perfectly fine, except now he's kind of glowing, a green glow.
What?
For the next 5 turns, everyone has advantage on him.
Oh,
Which one?
The despoiler.
God.
so
It's
you're
kinda like
saying we
the
should
other
all
one,
try to
except
kill it
5.
right now.
So we have a chance of murdering him.
No, we just have advantage on it.
Yes,
I've
we
got
have
to
a
hit like
better chance to murder him.
I'll probably have to hit like a 400.
Hey, we don't know
AC.
anything about this armor class, so
Mm-mm.
Rampage, why don't you try shooting at him?
You'd have advantage on each of your rolls. Much more likely to hit him.
So it's Billy's turn.
Go, Billy. Stab
Go,
us away
go,
out of
power Billy.
Hmm?
You might want to send Billy south.
What?
this. Or wait for the orcs behind there to run up and stab you. Either one.
I would send Billy south personally.
I'm not
Roll for
sure, but I'm
damage.
pretty sure a 22 would hit.
Who
Yep.
are you attacking? Oh, that one?
I want
Okay.
to leave.
Roll for damage.
By
He
the way-
takes 8. So he's got 26, takes 8, so that should be 18. Okay, moving on. Arceus. Arceus thinks that maybe he can do better than that, than he did last time. He successfully hit. Yeah, that totally is.
Don't ask me why I actually clicked the poison knife.
Kind of funny when you do.
So now he is this orc in front of him is now poisoned. Okay. And he will take 2 1d4 additional poison damage each turn. Now it is the Hobbit's turn. He turns and points at both of the orcs to the south of him. They both take 6 damage.
So it just runs up both swords and just. Ah!
No. He only pointed at them.
You remember his hobbits?
They're doing good work.
Now it is time for your orc guards are attempting to kind of, so everything's kind of turned into a pushing match at this point. And now it's time for the enemy to move. With that said, suddenly you see a disturbance from the nearby tree to the southeast.
Do we feel a disturbance in the force?
Oh, definitely. And you hear a voice say, "And now's the legendary hero saves the days!"
Oh no.
Only one man could do that.
As
One
Pip
boy.
comes out of the tree and attempts to attack the orc with his wooden sword.
Hey, I told him to use that wooden sword good. So he better know what he's doing.
Unfortunately, he falls out of the tree and lands behind the orc.
What I was hoping?
Very good
He
chance
jumped
the orc
out?
hasn't even noticed.
He jumped
One of the
out,
orcs kind of looks
pulled
at
his sword
him.
and slapped him in the face with his sword.
And see, both these orcs start kind of turning around now, and now they're kind of laughing. It's now the marked one's turn. Hey Nick, guess what? You get to
What?
fly again.
Oh, the marked one is throwing me?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure that the marked one is throwing me?
Not the marked one, sorry.
The spoiler.
Nick, your job is to run back up there.
Hey, Dan, how far is that? It's only 55 meters. I can run that.
You may have to go around the tree.
You have to count the spaces around everyone, though.
I can make it.
Yep.
So you get to about
Doctor, your best chance is to run back to me.
here.
Don't stand still like an idiot. Also, Chris, why did you have to throw me? I wanted to push against the spoiler. The pushing match. I wanted to push.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
just
you should have
say...
started the pushing
Yeah.
instead of waiting for him to hit you.
Well, I couldn't last turn. I ran. I used all of my actions getting back into position.
Why did Rampage move?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, accidents.
He just, like, kind of slid out of the way. Like, you can go this way, Nick!
Actually, probably can go that way.
Nick,
Still-
go, run, you can do it. I was so
Yeah.
the entire time.
I'm protecting you.
Oh my.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna run this way, bit by bit. Yeah, oh, now I've opened my thing.
Oh my god.
Now I'm stuck in my edit token thing. Let me close this real quick. Okay, so what should I do, guys?
There is a space in between me and the tree.
It is true.
You might be able to.
There is a
what is
space
that?
between me and the tree.
What is that? Like 20, 30?
30.
Okay. Then from there, that's only like another 30 feet. Yeah, I can make that. So run it. So going this way, and then using my action to sprint that way. I've successfully defended you, Mr. B.
Still in the middle.
The spoiler's going to have to put more effort into throwing me next time.
Well, it's your turn, Nick. Oh, wait. It was already your turn. So never mind. It's Rampage's turn. Go ahead, Rampage.
Derp. Derp. Derp, Betty, derp.
You do have advantage against the despoiler.
And I don't go against the spoiler, though. I just
Well,
keep
you
trying to
missed.
escape. I just want to escape. That's all I
So
want to do.
Rampage attempted to fire at someone, but missed. So now it's Mr. B's dog.
Mr. B, can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Don't stay right where you are. You realize the only reason I'm keep running back here is so that the despoiler can't get to you.
Well, fine. I've been shooting my bow. It's been fairly effective.
It actually has.
Yes,
Right.
you're also standing
Actually,
You
Nick,
can do both.
Nick, did you
You can
think
do
that
both.
maybe
I mean, actually,
the despoiler
the
wants
most-
to talk to the doctor?
With ripping
He
motions.
can talk to the doctor through me.
This is actually my most protected position, because if I move anywhere, I'm going to be exposed to one of these orky people.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
could
boy, I
go
see.
back like 10 feet.
The thing to
I
remember,
see the
though,
crazy
is that
kid, and I feel like I need to move over to at least towards him.
you can't move yet. Only your dog can move.
Yeah. So, well, dog will follow me. Dog's
Okay.
just sticking with me.
Okay, Dan, Dan, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I shifted back, and for some reason, the orc in front of me did not shift toward me. So, I'm going to move 30,
30, 40
50.
feet.
You're gonna have to sprint towards him, I think.
Yes, I am. It means I won't get to attack him, but
Means you'll be
here.
right up close to
Hi.
him. Wait, why aren't we attacking him? He's only one. And we can
Exactly.
escape that way
Because
instead of attacking 3.
he is only one.
It's also a bottleneck, so it'll be harder for us all to get through it.
Well, and now we have to go rescue Pip, but I can actually reach him, and I couldn't quite reach the others, so
Well, the difference between rescuing Pip is that once we get out one way, we can just surround those guys and then drag Pip away.
Dun 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 dun.
if Pip doesn't charge and try to attack the despoiler.
We both know that while Pip would totally do that, he has too many orcs in the way.
And I don't
It'll
think.
it'll take him at least 2 turns to get there.
And DK, would you be the kind of person that would just kill off Pip?
Anyway, it's now, I believe, the doctor's turn.
I'll take that as a yes.
Alright, so I'm going to head this way.
Chris finds not answering is the best answer.
Yeah, I'll take that as a yes. So
How far can I go?
You can move 30 and still take an action.
there is a hurdy.
So I'll probably go to about here.
Will your doge follow?
Doge is following. And I'm going to shoot my
So
bow.
big, so bright.
Okay, murder.
How does a
orcs.
9 plus a 7? Oh, it's doing a 16. I see.
Okay, are you targeting the orcs to your left or right?
Are you targeting the ones I'm targeting and Billy's targeting, or the ones that are
So
making it?
what I actually did was I targeted him and shot at him, and then I moved this way. over here.
Oh, you're still targeting the despoiler?
Yeah, I shot at that guy right there.
I'm letting you know that you got the same thing again.
He didn't do advantage. Can he do advantage?
That just means he's gonna.
I'm saying, would
have
you like to
advantage.
mark a different group? Because you
Oh,
got
sure.
marked again.
Alright. I'll mark that.
Okay.
You're saying the despoiler has become a marked one.
The despoiler is now the marked one because he got tired of being corrected.
Should we inform the despoiler he's now the marked one?
All right.
Yes,
So
before he
all
throws
three
you,
of
say that.
this time the arrow flings out and it starts spinning super fast, and liquid just sprays everywhere. All three of these orcs are now marked in the glowing green goo.
Gooey wee.
All three of these.
The spoiler, you know you're green and got this weird goo thing on you, right?
All right.
Just making friends all over the forest.
So it's Billy's turn. Oh, by the way, all three of those orcs are effective for the next 3 turns.
So, like,
Advantage.
So essentially the
Turn
idea
on
is
him
that
or
the
just
first
turn
number
it?
is the which effect happens, and the second number is the strength of the effect, essentially. If that makes sense to you, Doctor.
okay, I have
Okay.
my question has not been answered.
What is your question?
So, is it turns against the orcs, or is it turns in general?
Oh, it's essentially 3 of the Doctor's turns after this one.
Okay. I keep opening up my character sheet instead of Billy.
I'll be honest with you, I just keep all my character sheets opened at the same time. But I gotta be honest with you, the NPC ones are a little bit smaller.
Yeah, these are quite big. They take up most of the screen.
But I do have like some of the PC characters like Arceus and Birgul have like full character sheets instead of NPC sheets.
Yes.
Okay, roll for damage.
Nine on this dude.
All right.
I want an X on him, or him gone.
Okay, he has 3 health left.
Yes.
It is now Arceus's turn. Arceus is kind of going to semi-turn and try to hit the other orc.
With advantage.
Who is also now facing away from him.
Hello. Hello.
It didn't work this time, but that other orc is going to take some damage because of the poison.
Poison.
So he takes 4 poison damage. And that brings him down to 19.
Nice.
It's now Birgul the Hobbit's turn.
And he stares at the one that's there.
He looks that there's 1 damage, but he decides to point at the same ones again. Both are hits.
Ooh!
1 is gone. And the other one takes 8.
Why didn't you make 9 go to him and the other take 8?
Because of which ones was for which.
Yeah, but how would you know that?
Because I knew where I rolled. I rolled the left one, then the right one. So now it is the orc's turn. And good news, Rampage. There's some more orcs for you. How does that make you feel, Rampage?
I just want to murder the spoiler. I just want him dead. No.
I mean, you have advantage against him.
Yeah, no, you have advantage. You could totally start firing at him. And you're even still in his way, so he can't move forward. I mean, I don't know why the orcs on the other side didn't already do that. DK. Nobody really blocking them.
I saw a tree move.
Yeah, that was
I saw a tree move!
Beware the trees. Trees are terrifying.
The trees are here to apologize for what they did last time we were in the forest.
And my many attempts to try to burn them.
I never let you.
It's now Pip's turn. Pip stands up with a devilish smile on his face. He then goes to his belt and he dips his fingers into the bottle. He then touches all three orcs around him. And then he laughs and points. As suddenly 3 spears directly hit each orc.
What?
Because he has some help.
I just see the marked one double the size of every other person you play.
He's the same size as the despoiler.
Now the marked one takes his turn and proceeds to the left flank. And you hear him shout in Orcish, / maybe a little bit of Westron. Go! And some other words, maybe you're not fully sure what he said, but something along the lines of some words. You're not really sure what they are, but you do get the feeling that he does.
It means attack and slaughter.
Exactly.
With that, he is going to use his magic powers. I have to pull up his character sheet, sorry.
See. What did I tell you?
Magic.
Allies.
So Malakaz begins starting to chant Gusha, Gosha, Goshapa, and he starts dancing, and then he just takes to his shoulder pads and pulls 2 black spears and lights them and throws both of them. That definitely gets through the armor.
Hang on. I'm not positive that actually does.
That does.
It almost didn't, but it did.
No. It totally did.
I know.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's like over 5.
That's like over 5. Wow.
It's over 10. No, not quite.
This guy
It's over
blows
5.
up. This guy takes 14 damage, so he's down to 2. And this, like, pinned guy that you paralyzed is now on fire. And so now he's disabled and on fire.
Hey, you know what? He's already dropped all he has to do now.
Wait, I totally didn't add the fire damage. That one's dead too.
DK, the one that's been pinned is already stopped and dropped. Now all he needs to do is roll.
Yeah.
He's disabled. Can't roll.
You can scream in pain, right?
Yes, he's like. It's kind of like that one scene from Rogue One. Are you kidding me? As they put the hood over the blind guy. Anyway.
Why are you even bothering
He's
to
already
put over
blind.
With that said, it is now the spoiler's turn.
Is he going to throw me
Oh,
again?
isn't that just lovely?
This time, he smiles. And as he picks you up, he throws you behind him.
Oh.
He's like, "Blech."
Are there
Now-
still more orcs streaming out from behind him?
There's gotta be more.
Okay.
Just walk back in front of him. Just walk back in front of him.
I could try one of Rampage's amazing dexterity checks to see if I can vault over him.
Oh! What would it have to be? Like a 20?
Probably.
Let's try
What
it.
could happen?
Let's try it.
All you have to do is believe.
I believe.
You have to
I also
believe
got
you
fate
can
points.
fly.
And you need some
You know,
fairy dust too.
What's funny is I
And a
think
happy
people have
thought.
forgotten we have fate points.
Hey, you're not the only person. I may have forgotten that those things exist too.
Okay. So, what do you guys think I should do?
Is it your turn?
Get
Yeah.
back in front of him.
Might as well attack him.
Get back in front of him.
Hey, Chris. Are there
Yes,
currently orcs streaming from this direction?
Yes. Actually, Nick, can you perform a perception check?
Sure. You're gonna have to add an extra 3 because it's a mess.
Perception!
So 25 total.
Nick, you don't just see
Yeah?
a few soldiers or, 50 soldiers or 100 soldiers. You see multiple banners. You kind of start losing count. But you're suggesting that there's probably anywhere between 500 and 1,000.
Okay.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, what do you guys think I should do here?
Get back in front of him.
Other than try in vain to actually manage to turn around.
Oh, look, you turned around.
Oh, I wonder how I did that.
Magic.
Totally wasn't Chris.
Orcish magic.
Okay. Well, Dan, what do you think I should try?
Hey, Nick, can you
Yeah?
roll another perception check?
Okay.
You might try going through the trees. It'll be slower, but
There you go. I rolled a 9.
So I'm gonna ask y'all's opinion. Would this be enough for him to see someone waving something at him?
Yes.
I think if they were trying to get my attention, that would make the check easier.
Okay, I'll go with that then.
So,
You
just to
see
think about
the
it-
marked one waving and pointing down.
Okay.
And let me.
Oh my
take-
god, I just heard myself really loudly.
Yeah, I made a motion and I accidentally pulled my my earbuds out. I need to be careful about that. I'm sorry, guys.
So, are you suggesting I should go under?
I'm thinking he wants you to duck
Duck.
for a second.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and duck.
Horn.
Suddenly,
That's my
spears
shield.
fall around you, and smoke comes out of them.
Oh. Good thing I have shields.
But they weren't seemingly aiming at you. And then you see some sort of strange devices flying through the air. Apparently 3 bombs attached to a rope.
Mm-hmm.
Just going through the air. And when these blew up, they didn't blow up so much with explosives. They blew up more in very strange clouds.
Uh-huh.
You now have extreme advantage with any kind of dexterity check that you would want to make.
Okay.
Ooh!
Hey, Chris?
Yes.
Stealth or vault?
Well, I don't think vault it. I think that'd be more of an athletics check.
Well, when I say dexterity, I mean anything like vaulting or jumping or acrobatics or stealth.
I'm gonna try stealth.
Okay.
Wow.
22.
Plus 20, you get...
You rolled 42. Congratulations. The Pink Panther theme starts playing in the background.
As I am now apparently just ethereal, I'm just going to walk this way.
Well,
I don't actually know how far I can
Walk
get.
this way. Talk this way.
And after moving past him, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to suddenly appear over here, and I'm going to wave at the despoiler.
Hi!
The despoiler takes his hand and he waves back at you.
Say, kill that dude. He's being murdered.
It's very, very effective.
More rope devices attached to these bombs start flinging through the air.
Uh-huh.
And the entire battlefield has now turned into a mess. Everyone has a very high positive stealth bonus for stealthing.
So we've got a little exit path right there now as well.
We gotta kill the spoiler though. We got it.
That's assuming you can find the despoiler.
Well, we
he
have
should
the
be
mark.
getting bonuses to his dexterity too.
We have the mark
No,
one.
actually, his armor might be
spears.
heavy enough. He can't get bonuses to his dexterity. So.
Whom?
Touche.
But let us all leave. We shall let the orcs handle this on their own another day.
Are we sure we don't want to try to kill this Mr.
I mean,
Despoiler?
that would be hilarious, but then we wouldn't have as much fun making all the orcs fight each other.
I think we should try to.
Plus, none of these orcs have actually attacked us.
No, we've just been randomly murdering them.
Yeah. At this point, I think we should leave. Between Pip and
I think we should
you know
signal
what?
Pip to leave.
For all you know, the trees could start attacking them. Okay.
What?
Yes, this is what the field looks like now. It's entirely black.
so I grab my dog.
Well, apparently I can't stealth.
No,
I grab my
you're
dog's
stealth.
tail and he leads me out.
That is.
Dan, it doesn't even matter that you rolled a 1.
Let's.
Well,
if
allow-
I get
allow-
it, if me and Billy get
in my
natural.
stealth.
Allow us to all leave. I don't really think we need to make any more rolls or anything at this point.
Stealth.
I've already rolled a
I
stealth
did,
check.
I got
Should I
it.
roll another one?
No, you're good.
I just left.
What does Billy get? He gets a 17. 17. Everyone wins. I am not here. Billy ain't here.
We don't
We're not
exist.
here. You don't exist.
You know, I kind of feel bad for the spoiler.
Why?
All this really did for him was he lost, like, 4 soldiers.
Yeah.
You got a
didn't-
silver coin.
He didn't inevitably manage a whole lot with this. But I do know that the Mark I the spoiler has a lot of soldiers. You know what I want to know? I want to know where he got those soldiers.
Also, how is he feeding?
It's also a very good question.
How are they like? Why isn't he the #1 person to attack? That's my question.
He is the #1 person to attack. He's why we're trying to get allies.
So we can kill him.
Everything. Why isn't everything trying to attack him? 'Cause if you kill him,
Because he could kill you.
Well, Mr. B, you're welcome. You were successfully protected.
Yay.
yeah.
It looks like we stalled long enough.
Well,
And one of the orcs goes to the despoiler and says, "Hey boss, they got out of here." And the despoiler smiles and says, "That was all part of the plan. Everything is going according to plan.
Lies.
Now
Chris,
we wait
Lies.
as
Everything
things
is
fade
always
to
good.
black."
Chris, things always go according to plan.
Lies.
But what about Jimmy? He got killed. Whoa, it's Techno Girl.
No, that's not Raven. It's almost Raven, but it's not Raven.
The Marked One takes you to a safe area so y'all can talk.
I like that you put a blindfold on her.
Chat.
Spare me the chit chat. Chit chat. Chitty chitty chit chat.
I love that you included a blindfold on her character model.
I'm glad you approve.
It's not a blindfold. She's cyber.
No, that's a blindfold.
Why don't we remember name?
I'm terrible with Cyclops.
Yeah, it's Cyclones. It's Cyclones.
It's a blindfold.
No, it is. Nah, it's not a blindfold.
Looks like one on TV.
So we have returned yet again to this area where we made the Mark I.
I really like this location. It's so pretty.
Why do you always choose this one?
Well, it's because this is one of the encounter maps I built. It's so pretty, and originally this was the only map that the Marked One was on because he wasn't a character in. Like, I only had his old character model, so this was the only place that his character model existed. Oddly enough.
Derp, derpity derp, 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 derpity derp,
The Marked One says, "Boy, you'll like to find danger."
derpity derp.
Yeah.
It was a
Another
trap.
It was a
We'll
trap.
find us something worse.
Hi.
By the way, you're.
And Billy say
You're-
hi together, like we say it at the exact same time.
They're like, "Hi, hi."
No, like it's all in one, like the exact same time.
So y'all seem to have found some intrigue.
Yes, I have an update for the manuscript.
Oh my, that's quite impressive. Before we take a look, what happened?
Okay,
we
I
were,
have the story. Nick found rock, coin on rock, picks up, and then we go through like 5 different people to read the message that was also on the rock, and then the spoiler comes.
What did the message say?
It said, "This is a trap."
The little girl just starts laughing.
But it took us a bit to get it because they specially coded it using history.
The little girl says, "Ah, thief's trap."
But
And she
It's
goes
all
on
Nick's fault. He's the
explaining
one
that thieves design that trap. They usually put some sort of treasure to bring you over to it, and then they get you to read it, and then they ambush you. Apparently, thieves sell this trick to people,
really,
and it's used to rob people.
it doesn't seem to have effectively robbed me. Here, you want this coin we got?
She does it. She looks at you
No,
like
I'm
just.
getting it to the marked one.
It's like, what is he going to give me?
No, I'm not speaking to her. I'm speaking to the marked one.
Coin means nothing to me. You can keep it.
I don't want it.
You don't want
Does
it.
anybody else want it?
Well,
I'll take it.
I'll never deny orc silver,
Okay, there you go.
unless one of you wishes it.
No. As soon as he said anyone else want it, my hand just shoots up.
Okay, he
And then it
hands it
just
over to
launches.
Rampage. Rampage. Add
I think-
Zeltonic coin to your inventory.
Okay.
I'm gonna write it down for you, okay?
Where do I add this?
To your inventory. There you go. I wrote it for you.
Now, is this the girl we spoke of earlier?
Yes. Yes, apparently this is the one that spoke with Vlad. Don't look at me. I didn't put the... We totally didn't, like, blindfold her or anything. She came this way.
Oh, she sure.
Okay, what is the weight of this item?
It weighs 0.1.
It's a heavy coin.
It holds with it the weight of responsibility.
I'm really happy we gave that to Rampage.
Yeah, the most responsible one of the bunch.
Yeah, I was making a Neverwinter module once, and like the key to open up the main gate weighed like several pounds because it held the weight of responsibility of protecting the entire town.
So, your name is Reyna, was it?
She just stares at you and smiles.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
take that-
my
I'm
cabbage.
going to take that as a yes. So you're saying you didn't blindfold her? That's just came like that?
Yes. Do your children come like that?
No, generally not.
Oh.
Maybe it's a cultural thing.
As if she's like can sense that y'all are talking about her without talking to her. She kind of smiles and says, "I'm blind."
Really? Oh, that's pretty normal, I guess. Now, why don't I give you this the updated manuscript to read while we talk to her?
He goes ahead and starts fingering through.
Now, Reyna, right?
Mm-hmm.
We heard that you talked to we've heard rumors that you tied a ribbon to the arm of an orc named Cooler the Lad.
True.
It's also heard that perhaps he made a promise that he was very much unwilling to break with you.
Tradition.
Can you tell me more about this tradition?
I told him story.
Interesting. Will you tell me the story?
The story was there was this very powerful king, and he decided he was going to take over every town, right? And someone from my village came to him, wrapped his arm in a yellow ribbon, and told him that when someone does this, they have to perform a favor. And the person asked for our village to be spared of being conquered. He honored that wish. I told that story to Vlad, and he totally was up for that. And he gave me this really cool blanket. And then she pulls out a stuffed animal, and he gave me Mr. Wiggles. And Mr. Wiggles apparently is, it looks kind of like some sort of stuffed animal of some sort, but definitely was not made by human hands. It's very poor craftsmanship.
Okay.
And it looks like an orc.
Okay.
The eyes dangling off. This does not look like this was well made.
Now, did you ask Mr. Cooler the Lad to honor the same promise, or a different one?
Well, we're no longer a small village. Now we're a town, and I did, and he said that he'd keep us safe. I gave him a beautiful yellow ribbon, been in my family for years. People said I shouldn't talk to the orc, but he's not that bad.
Yeah. Lot of people misjudge the surface.
And at that, the marked one kind of comments, "Wasn't it a red ribbon?"
Yeah, no, we actually had word that you tied a red ribbon.
Raina said, "No, not red, yellow."
Wait, Raina, I have a question.
Yes.
If you're blind, how would you know what color it was?
Someone said it was yellow.
But you can't see it, so how would you know?
Gotta trust the other eyes, as she holds her hands up.
But a lot of people have told us that you tied a red ribbon around his arm.
They lie, it was yellow.
I'd say, she probably knows, right?
She might not.
Raina, we very carefully recorded that you tied a red ribbon around his arm.
Does it actually matter whether it was
yellow.
Okay, well,
I think we need to move on, Sir Lord Nick.
Yes. Now, Raina.
Yes.
Better question. How much do you know of your friend Cooler the Lad?
He took me on a ride. He put me on his back, and he gave me I'm trying to think what he calls it, a targ run?
Okay.
A targ back ride. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
He's really tall.
He is definitely tall.
And he moves so quick.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. We spent a little bit of time around Vlad's camp recently.
Is he doing okay?
He's doing all right, but he's got a couple problems.
What problem?
Oh, he's having some troubles with getting proper supplies for his camps.
Oh, I'll help him. I could write in the books.
Raina, you're blind. Wouldn't that be difficult?
I can do it.
Maybe you should find someone else who could help you.
Maybe she should get him some fireworks. He likes those.
I'm good with numbers.
Now,
But you can't see the numbers.
Raina, do you know?
Other people could read them to her.
Do you
Or she
know
could use
why?
Braille.
Did Mr. Vlad tell you why he was out here?
He said that some captain like called all the orcs here. Something about someone got betrayed, backstabbed. At least that's what he heard, but he wasn't sure, so he was going to find out.
Oh.
And now he's heard that maybe the guy that backstabbed was doing the right thing, or he may not have been doing the right thing. He's trying to figure out.
Well, actually, we happen to know what happened.
And I whisper to myself,
see.
the person that backstabbed is
Yeah, but sir,
next to you.
you see, the man, the guy who called all the orcs here, the captain, he wasn't a good captain. He was a bad captain.
Vlad said some things that he heard some rumors that he was not a very good captain, and that his second tried to replace him because he was bad, but he's not sure.
You see, this captain was a bad captain, and he betrayed the other captains. And actually, my friend is actually the guy who tried to get rid of him. You may know him. I believe he was speaking a few minutes ago.
And she kind of looks over, and she like puts out her hands and tries to find the marked one. And the marked one just kind of like has a puzzled look on his face.
And I grab the hands and I just put them on the marked one.
Alrighty, I actually have to go, but have fun talking to her, and hopefully we'll get some help. Anyway.
Answer.
No, Dan, thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Bye.
Nighty night.
And with that, Raina somehow accidentally maneuvers over to one of the marked one's daggers he has on his back and pulls it out. And it's like, what's this?
That is a dagger.
Sharp thing that can kill you.
It hurts people.
Why would you have things that hurt people?
Because other people try to hurt you.
Only bad people have things that would hurt people.
It also cuts carrots.
And also,
Carrots are
it
bad.
keeps people from murdering you.
And what,
Butter's
Raina,
bread.
Who likes
Keeps people from
vegetables?
murdering.
Yuck!
Raina, you must remember something. Everything has more than one use. I can cut a tree down and use it to make a house. Or I can cut a tree down and use it to make a battering ram. This knife could be used for cutting someone, or it could be used for slicing a loaf of bread.
Logic.
It's all a matter of what you might use it for. But the thing to remember, Raina, is if only the bad people have things that can hurt people, how are the good people supposed to defend themselves?
They have Big Brother Vlad protect them.
But what if Big Brother Vlad isn't around? There has to be other Big Brothers to protect people too, right?
She just kind of like shrugs.
Oh. But actually, we're hoping to convince Big Brother Vlad, as you say, to help us defeat the bad one.
The marked one tries something. He takes her hand and guides her hand that's holding the dagger to the ground. And he has her make shapes with the dagger into the dirt. And then he kind of motions for her to feel the ground with her other hand. But she seems surprised by all this.
Confused?
So,
Me is
essentially, she just discovered a new use for that dagger. It isn't a dagger, it's actually a knife. It's like a miniature cleaver.
You weren't specific, so.
Yeah, I know, I realize that. Well, you see on his backpack, he's got 2 cleavers.
Oh.
And the marked one says, "You keep this. It is yours." So, I'm assuming y'all are heading over to Orphu's camp next.
Reyna,
Or Hughes.
do you know anything that could help us convince Big Brother Vlad to help us defeat the bad guy?
I'll think about it.
Okay. Well, you think about it. And if you want to speak to me or my friends again, you just let the marked one know. And I'm sure he can find a way to get a message to us.
And the marked one, while he has his back turned, nods.
Yay!
Now, we've got to go. Now, as you know, there are lots of other orcs here, so we have to go check up on them, too. And see what they're doing.
You mean all the other captains?
Yep.
Some of them can be kind of scary. Vlad was
And
telling me
me.
about some of them.
Really?
Okay, this is important. Tell us everything he said about them.
Well, we gotta make sure.
Let me think. Well, he said Palox? And just kind of plays with the word in her head a little bit. Palox! Well, Vlad says Palox doesn't have any sense of color.
Really? That's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He also says Manor, well, that his troops aren't as good as Vlad's troops. And Feudex, he likes armor a lot. In fact, they say that his troops have heavier armor than other troops. They also are more sound. There's something about a couple of really talented blacksmiths in that group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they say tag it. Don't ever turn your back to tag it. Cause tag it, sneaky.
He might tag you.
Dun dun dun. With the blade.
But they say that he can like disappear into leaves. And that he's really, really, really likes fall for some reason.
Who? Pudex?
Tag it.
Yeah, we heard that he really likes fall.
But he's sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
They say that he makes special coverings to put over his troops.
Really?
They say you can have like an area and you could be completely surrounded and not know it. That you can't even trust the bushes next to you.
Really? Good to know.
Wow.
But you should never trust bushes to begin with.
Or trees.
No, you can
Never
trust
trust the trees. Once a tree attacked an enemy, another time a tree attacked us.
The thing is, the trees are the only thing that don't try to kidnap you and kill you. Everything else, that's what you gotta worry about.
I have no idea. What is a tree?
Well, you know
it's
what?
a thing with wood. It comes out of ground, and then it has a bunch of other wood, and then there's green leaves everywhere.
So, wait, it has wood and it attacks the ground?
Yes.
It goes into the ground.
It attacks the ground and it goes through it through some sort of impaling method?
Yes.
Well, no, actually.
She's now gesturing with her hand going, like, through an object.
No, actually, he's got it backwards. The tree begins under the ground in a seed, and then it slowly
Then it
over
impales
time,
and kills the ground?
the ground actually isn't alive.
I don't know. Vlad would disagree with that.
Well,
ground is alive.
The thing about the ground is...
He says, everywhere you look, there is life.
Well, see, the ground has things on top of it that are alive. It's called grass.
She's looking at you like you're mocking her.
But so, do you know how a tree grows?
You notice slowly her mood seems to be decreasing.
I think she liked my version of it a lot better.
Oh, hey Raina, we should bring you some pizza rolls one of these days.
Yeah, Pip was talking about that.
Yeah.
Pip came and he challenged the Marked One to combat, to release y'all from his evil grasp. And then the Marked One just started laughing.
No, so I just grab a sack that I've always had for a while and just pull out some pizza.
You notice they're very cold.
Let's get her some fresh ones, okay?
Funny thing is, I still have a fish.
Yes, a well-preserved fish.
You know, we could bring you around town one day, but someone remind Pip to bring you a pizza roll next time.
And so now you also know how Pip came to meet the Marked One, and how the Marked One went to look for y'all because Pip was worried.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least that's the version that Raina has decided to remember.
One of these days we'll have to remember. We'll bring you down to the village and you can have some pizza rolls. I'm told they're very good.
Don't ask why I had like 300 or 400 of them.
You know, Mr. B, your dog is now like underground. And I don't know how to fix that.
You apparently have your dog underground. You just noticed that. Yeah, but you just now noticed that your dog's been under the ground. You just now noticed that. So what do you want to do about that?
Okay, well, I'm about ready to head out, so.
Checking out this whole.
So I think this is a good place to end for the night, and we'll say that you'll get all well rested, healed up, and y'all next week we'll go to Orpheus camp, and this time I won't get you ambushed.
Okay.
I think
Next time don't
Nick's
show up.
thing's done.
I got this. Okay. This is the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Nick, Nickelodeon. Sorry.
I got this. No, this is the answer to life, the
Oh
universe.
my. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed, and next time, another exciting adventure.
Yeah, because of my coin.
Alright, I'm pushing the button.
Goodbye.